Hello everyone, welcome back. You noticed some things different. I have some vehicles. I got rid of the big stuff. I made a huge mistake. I am aware of it. Here's my character, by the way, if you didn't know. New character. Alex, come back. Now, I rented the combine, but bought the header and trailer header, the trailer header for it, the header trailer for it. I bought those two, but I had to rent the combine. I do work soon today. Something to do some work today. Make sure to like and subscribe. You can comment, share if you're going to the streams. Watch the stream when it is live. If you don't like Farm Simulator, you're going to have to deal with it for a year. Or like an entire year of me doing this. And some of the streams will be streamed, some of them won't be streamed. It'll just depend.
It's been hard, which is annoying, because now she's keeping you up. No, it's that you wake up, like even if you're running the old 1-2, she's like, I had a horrible night's rest. And you're just like, okay, you just woke up, what a wonderful night's sleep. And she slept 20 minutes the whole night. No, I'll take you through the first day, for example, right? So I was like, I have to get to bed early, and I actually got good sleep. And then she was like, I literally didn't sleep a single minute when I woke up. You're still sick.
Early morning. Let's get to work, people.
Take care of the baby. And then before you know it, you spend probably like majority of the day taking care of the baby because she finally was able to go back to sleep. And then she got out and gypped here. You're getting gypped, and also, I got to this is where men excel. First off, is your wife home, by the way? No. Okay, I was going to say, you're really talking loud. But she's not home now. Now we can all understand Abby's confidence right now. Because in about 10 minutes when she gets home from work, all of a sudden the conversation's going to change. She was great. She didn't even sleep, and she still got the baby. But we'll let you have your next 10 minutes of confidence. And she doesn't really see the podcast. I was going to say, you know she doesn't watch the podcast. Yeah, good. It's a safe haven.
W2 is file your taxes 100% Roughly 37% of filers qualify. Simple Form 1040 returns complete. File now.
No time? With Braun, you can still look legendary. Braun, I feel like women, in this specific instance, would go, should we come in for would be like, are you going to wake up from work today? Or like, I kind of need $5. Like, if she wasn't sick, if the shoe was on the other side, Sam's not home either, so it's not like I have the excuse of I'm just being nice. I think Sam handles being sick better than I do. Well, in some ways. Cameron does too. All the time. This specific instance is just, I finally got to take it back. And it shows you that percent. Yeah. And when you use it, this is it's like just on sleeping. This is a book I had. Sleep is, you know, back sleep, belly sleep, side sleep, pelvic sleep. Because there is only one way that doctors say is the old heavy. That's a nice. Yeah, that's a nice. No, but it's gotta be right side. Left side is going dude, that sounds like the most ridiculous thing in the world that you just said, right? Left side, I can only sleep on the side of your right side. If I sleep on the right side, I get my trigger down my knees. It's the weirdest thing. I don't know. But I'm actually on the back sleep. Just straight back. I usually sleep on my back. And then if I'm trying to kind of get cozy, sometimes I'll go on the side. I'm on the belly, just really but it's like it's a search. Like a pharaoh. Yeah. Next. So here's the thing. Sam, she doesn't even know what she knows. She's not aware of it. Sam and I battles every day, but she doesn't even realize it. She's like a focus girl. She gets cozy, and she doesn't even know what makes me cozy. And she grabs me by this two legs, starts thinking, and I'm back. She's all like, that's the stuff. So what I'm starting to do now, I get the upper under my neck, and then I hit it under my back. So when I fall asleep, Sam can't under numbers. She really remembers what you're saying. Well, I wake up and there's a cry in. Did you wake up from your mind? No, I mean, you were snoring like a chainsaw. Well, I would say you slightly snore. Smart. I was like, it's so good. Like, it's when I'm really tired. Because if I'm going to take that she's like, when it's like you videos, and we got to our hotel probably at 3 p.m. in Dubai time, but for us it was like really late, and we were traveling for hours. So all of us and just knocked down apps. It's they say backslapping is the only like healthy way to sleep. Fuck, makes sense though. But stomach is the first. That was literally the biggest thing. We're like, fuck, that's like all baby stomach. Oh, but isn't that dangerous? Can't you just like get stuck in the baby or something? You got a problem. You just have to keep it high. Wait, what is it? It's a breathable mattress. Oh, so if you go off your stomach's okay, you can snip from this thing where you like smash the two pajamas, smash the in your eyes. So these things do that. I mean, I don't know about the rest, but my babies like they do it in the finger, like they can do it. Is that what that is? It's not like yeah. But a baby like that, like so like they'll be like playing around it's there, it just smash. And don't like look at them. It's literally something like taking a crack at your lungs and stuff. It's big adults, bro.
I do have wings. Whenever Wings is taking a dump, or he's trying to clean it up, he's like clearing it, because you know how cats do with the litter.
That's the biggest lie ever. I remember watching that TikTok girl. It's hard to make the baby cry like they have ear infection. My boss has like an app where she would keep track of like her one kid, but she was fanatic. Like every time she changes it, she would like check the track. Yeah. Maybe. Do you mind the Costco? Challenge.
Actually, when does wheat go up this time of year? Let's see.
No, not really. Not really. But there is like, come on,
Oh,
buddy. There's that house next door that's open.
wow. Someone's called. I'll do that today too. Why not, bud? I can use the money. I really can use the money at the moment.
Get annoyed by. I'm like, well, that probably just doesn't happen everywhere, you know. Like I waited Stacy's in Verona, New Jersey. I waited 45 minutes for a chicken Caesar sandwich because I will say Costco is crazy. Like we have a Costco and it's madness if you go, especially on the weekends. But maybe it's worse. It might not be as crazy. Go to the Costco. Basically, as a challenge, Mr. B should go here. And it's like if you could survive the Costco in Clifton, New Jersey for 4 hours on a Saturday, you deserve $500,000. Worst place on
I
earth.
think I'm gonna own these.
I think we need
The
double
world might be available.
what I was saying. Roads are what scare me. I mean, it's just like, no, the roads. First off, I hate street parking. Like, there's so
And first, I
much
think when you buy, you don't make money off of it.
it's like, okay, parking 8 a.m. on a Sunday, and I'm sitting in traffic by your house. It's like, oh, I can never park at my Walgreens. I gotta park down the block. See, that sucks, man. Me and my dad were, because right now we're still car shopping. I think, by the way, Toyota Crown Signia, I know me and you went back and forth on that.
Oh yeah, here it is. There is where it is.
I test drove it. It's gone out of the running. Off the list. What happened? Oh, well, nothing really. I just test drove a couple cars.
We have wheat.
So I was like, just drive and do anything. Not really. I was like, I don't know. It's a car. Honestly, it wasn't even worse than the other ones. It was just basically the same, but more expensive. And I was like, what are we doing? Also, they didn't have parking sensors. And I was like, I don't know. That's kind of a nice feature to have.
December is the best time. But also where we are now isn't bad either.
My door because we have a pole in the middle of our garage. It's the worst designed garage ever. So I need to get like inches from the wall.
So we'll wait until December.
No, which is shocking. It's supposed to be like a medium dark. That's like been some good standards since like 2014. Anything. It doesn't have intermittent white ones. Or white when like, you know, when it rains and you can either go like.
We're in December. It'll be good. I like to make money by doing contracts.
It's the funniest thing. My old car had it. It was a 1996 Toyota Camry. That car had it. So now when it rains, I'm either like one windshield every 10 seconds, or it's like a hurricane.
I do want to rent a baler because I feel like that might help. But we will see because I might have to save fails too.
It's like barely raining, and I'm going down the highway. You just never get like after all the years you've been windshield wiper speed, you never get it. And that's the really easy thing to just do. It's either so or yeah, fantastic. They still. Is that one of our $1 million ideas? Yeah, fix windshield wipers to do that. But yeah, so I think I'm going with the Honda CRV, which is basically just like it's like a little SUV version of what I have. Yeah. Jigs, Yoga Soda. How much? How many racks? How many racks? Well, that's the thing. So I'm going with the hybrid, right? I like the hybrid. It's good gas mileage, 38, 40 miles an hour. Yeah, because you move the house so much. I want the plug-in hybrid. They don't have it, and it's like ridiculously expensive, even if they had it. But I mean, it's like 38 G's. And then make 30. I can't be buying a car. I can't do it. Not mine. You know, my 2015 Civic was like 18,000. You know, this RV, bells and whistles. Oh, there's no bells and whistles. They have wiper blades, like I said. It doesn't have. The Civic is shockingly new, right? It's 11 years old. Have you normalized the $50 sandwich? It's all the rage in North Jersey. It is ridiculous. Not even back in my day. I make it sound like this was when we were children. When we were in college, we had the $5 footlong from Subway. They took it from us, Brandon. But it's like, if you go to Subway now, not only is it not a $5 footlong, it's like $15. Whoa. What? Subway charges $15? I'm telling you, if you go to Subway and get like a meatball sub footlong, it's probably like $13.99. But yeah, so I'm going with the CRV, I think. So now I'm trying to time it. Right now we're filming this right before the end of the year. I think by the time this video comes out, 2026 will already be here. But I'm trying to time it because they said if you buy it the last 5 days of the year, you can get unbelievable sales. It's Happy Honda Days. Yeah, but Happy Honda Days starts in November, and like the sales are not that great. I've gotten some offers, so that's the journey. Next time we film an episode, I might have myself a new car. Maybe we'll talk about it.
Ooh, we talked about a new segment. That got me. That triggered me.
What?
Do you want to hit the new segment?
Sure.
I feel like we do it early and then we do lunch table at the end. A little snack size, you know?
Oh, what do I know about this new segment you're planning?
Yes, it's the totally non-transparent segment that when we introduce an interesting fact to go viral.
Oh, yeah, because we had that one clip that went mega viral where we talked about the alphabet song. So we're trying to recapture that.
So we want to do it like, you know, nondescript so nobody knows what we're trying to do.
Okay,
so this is
so you're going to introduce this to me. I'm going to act surprised that you're giving me a fun fact. But I don't know the fact, so I am surprised.
No, you won't know the fact. It's like the whole segment is like, yes.
Yeah.
So this is Abby's nondescript fun facts.
And what's the segment? Snack.
Yeah. One of the things except is something that cultivated into the so successful. Okay. It's a 100% original Japanese anime show in the 1970s.
Really?
The entire thing. There's an anime show in the 70s that's just about a lion whose dad was like an anime. Yep, the whole anime made stupid that anime show say and again, using this Japanese show and liking allegedly, I don't want to say. I saw I gotta hand it over. Oh, you love the white lion? You take over the white lion. What? It's been changed the name. It was Kimbo in 1960.
We're getting this back because we don't need it. Because we have to buy this thing, and know it's out of our price range at the moment. Because if we look on here, that's how much it is. We don't have that money at the moment because we just bought something and then we had to lease something else.
As of us filming this episode, or as of this episode coming out, but Sam and I just watched The Grinch, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, Jim Carrey the other night, and I said, let's give it a try. I haven't seen anything else yet. Do that. With his fist. That's what made me think of that. Dude, I was sitting here like, oh man, I was defending that movie. Because everybody thinks it's stupid. Everybody hates that movie. Everybody hates that movie. I'm telling you, everybody hates that movie. And I was like, it's not that bad. You're so stupid. What did your wife do? She didn't like it either. Well, she's done. What did your wife think about it? Your wife likes that movie?
That's my wife's favorite.
It's fun. Can you watch that movie yet say that, like, Christmas Vacation is better? What is bad about what? Please explain. Jim Carrey is just like obnoxious. Like,
Jim Carrey deserved an Oscar.
it sounds things. It's like you're not even doing anything.
It's the freaking Grinch, you weirdo.
It's just unbearable.
This is the things. This is the things that. This is why I will never move to Pennsylvania. We're just cut from a different cloth here. It's like we'll never see eye to eye. It's painful. Yes, 50%. Fans and critics hated it. But they did not hate it. How can you say that? Because Rotten Tomatoes said it was rated R, and fans did. It's not critics didn't say it. It's rating R on TV. Like, there's not there's a theater. Yeah, percent of it. Oh, they're going to get political. They're going to get political. 50% of the country tends to do things the other 50% doesn't agree with. And I'm on the other 50% here. Christmas Vacation. What did that one get? 80%. 86% Christmas Vacation. And Chevy Chase is a scumbag. And it still is 86%. Like, it's like 3 years ago. So it's like, of course. Of course. Love it. I love it. Like, I don't know. Santa and there's jokes in there that I'm laughing at. Like, oh, like, yeah. Yeah, like, he's gonna sleep. He's like, this. You know, I won't be able to stay up. It's now. It's the second half of the night. I'm in a good shape. Doing this every day. I was holding. So you hated it? You were gonna watch the second half? Yeah. Maybe the second half is the greatest movie I've seen. That's why it gets back up to 50. I fell asleep, so I don't even remember. But it's too. Here's the trash that we mentioned. It's not bad. The only good thing is Max, Cindy Lou Reese. What? Max is so good. And the funny thing is, I like Jim Carrey too. Like I was talking about, what movie do I like from Jim Carrey? Like The Truman Show, Yes Man, The Truman. I don't know. It's just one that popped in my mind. I like Max. See, not my favorite. Yeah, but see, exactly. It's just bad. And I know just Jim Carrey on steroids. When he's like really, like when he does like Ace Ventura. I've never seen Ace Ventura actually. Okay, then watch. Well, if you're gonna hate Ace Ventura, then watch Ace Ventura. Is that even extra? Yes. That's what Jim Carrey's doing. Like, let's say you're my wife. You're my wife. You're my wife. You're my wife. We're in the burger restaurant, order chicken sandwiches in the burger restaurant, sticky. You know? That's a great analogy. It's like, yeah, you're not there for the chicken. I get it. I get it. I would be like, you go to a steakhouse and say, steak. You go to a steakhouse. What name do you think is more dead? Carrie or Jim? Well, I have a friend that's Jim, so I don't think it's a dead name, but your friend's 36. Well, a bit older. Yeah, are they not making Jims anymore? Well, James. Six. Like Brandon's kind of dead. Yeah, I would say your name probably falls into that dead culture. Yeah. You want to set up Spanish speaking, so I was and then she's going to speak Spanish. I can do all well, it's all I can speak English. So you speak Spanish, and then it can't so that you pick it up. Yeah. you said like Jack. I might use someone else.
Well, that's the problem. It's kind of slow.
Like when it's like on so if I'm sure I can so he calls the waiter and he goes like, "Let us get you." And I guess the way they said it didn't sound like an American. So I like it. And he goes, "This is the funniest thing ever." He goes, so the guy said, "See, right now, the last one I'm saying in English." So he looked at me and he said, "What's up?" And it's happened. And the guy, so I guess I guess what my dad said was right. But Spanish, 15 years in my life. So I don't speak. Speak. That the old yeah, you gotta basically you just have to like it's like simple. Right? You need to be to survive. And then see fast. It's basically and this teacher just wrote this on stage. Even when they were Japanese. I'm sure about it makes sense that you're supposed to speak Spanish to yourself. Get that in. It's staying here all day. So like Spanish, yeah, it's fine. And I was gonna say, no speaking. So you get to Spanish teacher. Teach them. Yeah. And I'm just speaking Spanish. Yes. And that might be a big thing for some people. But I don't know. It's serious. This was a million degrees. The seventh floor. The seventh but then it's minutes. But it hurts it's like a structure. So we're going to say, because the grade they're expected to be like 74, but and yeah, right can actually gauge what the roof is for baby, so it tells you what the truth is. Yeah, so because I'm cheap, and this guy doesn't I try to save a little bit, cost myself a lot. The previous owner of this house didn't maintain anything. So we had to do our entire heating and air conditioning system, replace it, right? It was the original system. It was around and that's all right. And it was the sun. And it's so really a bell or whistle. Like Steve has it in his house. My parents have it in their house. Their sister's 20 years old. How old is your house? Your house is 100 years old.
27 years old.
That's a nice
I freaking with a light bulb. I mean, just not a light.
You don't have an electric start. So you got a start. You just got this massive raise. You told me at work. You're making what, $3 million a year? Let me start moving the silver buckles and nuts and gears. You should use them now, man. If I use them now, you're making more than me now. Probably. Between you and wife, who's got a big time job.
Yeah,
It's good well. The house is good. The time we spent for it like 8 years ago, he's selling. For the lunch, baby. Then we can do this podcast in person. You got a license. Hey, Blair, you don't have to worry about traffic at Costco.
I was close to the bridge thing. I don't want to get my kids in a society like this.
I should have opened up my mouth about the bridge. Why would I watch it? You don't watch the friends. Our other friends just moved from Jersey. They live 7 minutes from the house. I got Susie.
You spend that much time with them.
Seeing them tomorrow or Saturday. And they asked if we wanted to go out to dinner tonight. It's like the area near our house where they have the Christmas lights. And they're like, oh, do you want to walk around, see the Christmas lights, and then go out to dinner? But I'll film the podcast. Sam's streaming, so I said I couldn't. But they're going out with Susie.
Oh, Steve's going tonight?
Yep. One more other thing I got. Okay? People are going to call me really stupid for this, but I have to ask it. Why was it so cold in the Titanic when the Titanic went down?
It was April.
Yeah, April 15th or April 14th.
1912.
April 14th. It's not that cold. They were hanging on for dear life, dying of hypothermia. It was like negative 12 degrees in the movie with Leonardo. He had a freaking icicle coming down his nose. April 15th, it's usually in the 60s. Is that where it went down?
No, but you know where Belfast is. That's where we're going.
Yeah, but they were not in Belfast when they went down. They were closer to America.
Do you know where Belfast is?
Right?
It's in Northern Ireland.
Okay, I know that's way up there, but by the time they crashed, they were closer to America.
But they were coming. The way that
New
a
York.
plane works is the same way, like, kind of a ship works. They're going to go up and down. Where they ended up was 900 miles laterally from Nova Scotia.
Was it that close? I gotta look this up. They were closer to the coast, like, to the coast. Hey,
Crazy, man.
I don't know. I got questions. I think the Titanic was all a fraud. I don't think it's real.
Oh, but you're a Titanic denier?
I don't know. I just came up with that. I like it though. I want to like people don't believe the moon landing was real. That's getting popular recently. I want to start the Titanic's trend. Can I make money on that? Sell like pamphlets or something?
Yeah, you could probably be a like Titanic merchant.
I don't know. How about the what's the one in the lake?
The Great Lake. There was one that just went down. Like 56 people died in like 1964.
What was that about? A big ship? It was a huge ship. You know, the Great Lakes are interesting, man, because I always think of a lake as just like, it's a freaking lake. And my buddy Kenny, who lived in Milwaukee, that's where he was born, he's like, yeah, I would go to the beach. The Great Lakes. And then he showed me a picture. It does look like a beach. I mean, it just looks like it's an ocean. Those lakes are when I hear lake, I think like a they're big.
The ship that went down was like an ocean.
Well, yeah, because Great Lakes are basically mini oceans.
There's Great Lakes.
They're like 500 lakes. I like this conspiracy theory podcast about things that are just like so cool. Yo, when you go with this movie, have you ever taken off from Chicago
Yes.
and you just go, like, the city just comes to a halt, and all you just is like black, like ocean, basically. It's creepy, and it's always foggy.
Yeah.
Chicago have those things.
The Great Lakes are not lakes. They stop lakes.
What are they? Like some sort of vortex time continuum?
And isn't an ocean an ocean? Like, isn't an ocean a lake?
Yeah. Yeah, like at what point would, okay, you could say the ocean is surrounded by land if you count like the world, right?
Yeah.
You count every other, every other body of land. Oh, but yeah, down.
So I think the lakes are freshwater.
In the Olympics, what makes it sound like
It's a river. Wait, no, don't know if rivers have fresh water.
rivers flow.
No, I know what a river comes to the drink.
This is the dumbest. Like, someone's gonna clip this and be like, the classic, like, podcast equipment should be more expensive, or like, our generation is screwed. Like, this is the dumbest conversation in the world. Okay.
River's a lake of ocean. A lake is a large body of water stretching from land that is a basin by pressure of the earth.
So what's an ocean?
It's not an ocean.
Yeah. It's like big. I think it should be seas.
The key characteristic of the lake, it's a basin. It's lentic, which means still water environment.
But is it an ocean? It's still water.
Yeah, I mean, the Mississippi River, a lake.
Who knows? I don't know. I don't mind Titanic and I don't mind those lakes. I don't like lakes. You're not a lake. You're not a lake, Minnie. I'm a river.
I'm not a ocean.
A bay. A bay. You're a bay then. A bay is cool. It's kind of the ocean. It's the bays are still.
Which I think is a lake.
Bay is kind of small.
Bays tend to smell. Yeah.
I've never ponds are the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah, ponds. It's like covered in green at the top. I don't really get flowing water. Well, I think it's just pollution. Like it's exactly that doesn't make sense. No. So the river is basically just water that's run on land, right? Like Delaware. And that water makes up the strands and salt, tree, and all. Why doesn't it keep going? It doesn't. Oh, they continue to pollute. Why would you follow the flow? Think about the water. Yeah, yeah, it depends on like the material of the Grand Canyon, like limestone or whatever. Maybe it's easier to cut through. I don't know. But maybe these guys have been around long. Like maybe in 1,000 years, we'll be
But nice.
a thousand. Do you have a lunch time?
I really enjoyed that. I enjoyed that too. Actually, not just let's put that like my argument with like 95% true. If I'm wrong. Like I do kind of think that the river should keep running. Okay, too. I'm with you there. Okay. Alright. I know. Okay, that's the only thing that I came to. I know I'm wrong. Yeah, I think. Yeah. That's all.
It's the same thing with the it's I think it's kind of simple. And it was like the way the movie plays out, you would think it's January, there's snow. And then you realize, like, it's almost the same. Alright, I got a long time, Abby. It's from, and use Gator 1. Probably said that wrong. If you were to go on the which 5 people would you take with you to the bunker? It can only fit you and 5 other people. Who are you taking?
Okay. Do we have to fight off like the apocalypse? Like, what is the goal of this?
Well, there's like in your basement. No one knows you have it. You're going to secretly go to somebody who's going, you know, in this bunker, you want to come with me. No one else knows. Raphael, the camera wasn't even told. It counts. That counts. Right. Caleb and Raphael. So your wife or son.
What a waste.
Jesus.
You're going to save your mom and dad who are like in their 70s? You're only going to get a couple more years out of them.
My dad's super handy.
Oh. Okay, see, you're thinking, I was more thinking like, just straight, you really want to keep a shit. Yeah, he really is a waste. He's going to be a negative.
That's what I thought we were doing. Alright.
Oh, that's
Can I
smart.
choose anyone? Can I choose anyone in the world, or people I have to know?
Anyone in the world?
Anyone in the world.
Actually, most people would pick the people they know. It's like, all right, my mom, my brother, my sister. But if you want to pick, like, I don't know, an electrician,
Can you leave us in these sweetie and it's ours?
you'd only survive 24 hours, but it'd be a great 24 hours. You're the only man left on Earth.
Seems fine. Yeah, probably not the parents, because they're gonna die. And then there's gonna be like a smelly body down there. And they're like old, so they could kind of be like annoying. It'd be like, can you believe the apocalypse just happened? It'd be like, Dad, I don't know. I have an easy 5. My wife, my son, and my 3 sisters. And that's it.
Okay. All right.
And then, unfortunately, their husbands and stuff, like, we'll figure it out.
They're going to have to figure it out. I am gaming the system. Okay? Because I got Sam.
I clicked that one. I think it was every time.
It counts as 1. But in 4 months, boom, we're getting the baby, and that doesn't count. So we've got my wife, Sam. I'm going to save both of my parents. Great. What? It's my list. This is my bunker.
They're so old. They're Brandon.
You're going to give your parents.
They're gonna decompose down there.
This is my bunker. You can do what you want in your bunker. My wife, my parents, my future child will be down there. A little bit of a cop-out answer, but I'm doing it. And then I got 2 more. I don't even need anyone else. I'm just gonna close the bunker with 3. No, I'm kidding. Sam's. This is where it gets tough. Totally trying.
And in the video,
I know if they're gonna watch the video anymore. So, alright, I'm gonna save Sam's sister. Which kid do I do like Sam's sister?
you can't do that. My Sam's sister would freaking cry.
So don't save children. So you're saying don't save Sam's sister. Then isn't Sam gonna hate the her? Jenny's knows what they're doing. I'm gonna go Sam's mom first. I'm gonna say Sam's sister and her oldest child. And the reason is like at least the child's old enough that she and for herself. Right. They have to pick. They have to pick one of the children's. The one that's probably going to get to survive. Sam is the dad. What was I supposed to do? They know that you can only fit 5 people in the bubble. I can't make extra slots.
They would kill people who just share.
Give me one of the kids.
They're gonna be your parents every day. Your dad farts one time in the morning. And everyone will be like, really, my daughter?
I love those questions where they just put you in such a pickle. There's no good answer.
It makes you do the list that got me into trouble.
Yeah,
Ranking your friends.
Well, you made that list. Nobody asked you to make that list. You got yourself in trouble. Yeah, Abby tried to rank his friends once. It did not end well.
I went up to the 70s.
Yeah, you're still learning on the list. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the podcast. Happy New Year. I hope 2026 is a big year for this podcast. And for all of you guys at home, we'll see you in 2 weeks for another episode.
Speaking of that, so now I've got to find something different to do. I could do songs. Let's do songs.
Why is he the chosen one? And why is it impossible to avoid this tragic fate? I'll answer all these questions, but hold on until the very end. But first, do you know what you didn't do? Why don't you subscribe? It's free.
Alright.
Only 3 seconds, and trust me, you'll love the content that's coming. So go ahead, click that button, and don't forget to leave a like. He's controlled, and getting him back will be hard. The first reason is simple yet devastating. He's controlled, and getting him back,
See ya.
it's going to be nearly impossible.
Like, subscribe.
Think about the power Titan